And we are live. Welcome to the 12th episode of the PlatsTalk podcast. We're back after like 3 months. Now, with multiple games. I'll get into that a bit later. And we are live. Welcome to the 12th episode of the PlatsTalk podcast. Attempt 2 at shooting this, I guess. Today, I am joined by Wildcrafters and for the first time on the channel, calebhaleb. So how are you guys today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Wildcrafters, do you have something to say?
Donut.
I thought you said you started the streams with a word, like a sentence. I thought that's what you said, and here you are starting.
It goes on YouTube. This goes to YouTube afterwards.
If I could get a Discord sound effect of just hanging up the call, if we were on Discord, I totally would do that right now. I hope you know that. I hope you guys like the rebrand. We have rebranded PlatsTalk here. Let me actually throw up another source of this image, and let's show you guys the full thing. Where is it? PlatsTalk main image. Hello, add source. There you go. There's the full PlatsTalk image. I hope you guys like the rebrand. I'm going to be showing a video. We're going to get into COD metas, and we're going to be doing a lot of Call of Duty, so Wildcrafters gets to take lead on that one, and featuring calebhaleb, who is a friend of ours, who is going to be joining us for this podcast on Call of Duty. I know nothing about COD, so I hope you guys are ready, because I know nothing about COD, but we're going to start quickly going over the... Oh, wait a minute. Do I not have the binding for that? Actually, no, I have... Okay, we're fine. We're going to start quickly with going through the... I'm going to just play this video here. So I'm going to play an update video that I released a few months ago, just going over the future of PlatsTalk, and then I guess we'll talk about it a little bit. You want to do that, Wildcrafters?
Yes.
I guess we talk about it a little bit. Although I know, well, I mean, Caleb's kind of new to PlatsTalk, so... But I mean,
yes,
we can talk about it a little bit. But I'm going to play this video here, and then we'll go from there. So let me just play this real quick. All right, cool. Hey everyone, it's Chronic Blaze here, and welcome back to my video. And today's video is a little bit different because we have a huge update coming for the PlatsTalk podcast. So, because it's a PlatsTalk update, I am joined by Wildcrafters. So, Wildcrafters, how are you today?
Barn.
Wildcrafters, you're kind of taking a little bit of an extended break from Rocket League, I see. Just kind of want to be done for a bit.
Yep.
It was fun while it lasted, but Wildcrafters, as you heard, is going to be taking a pretty extended break from Rocket League. We don't exactly know when you're going to be coming back yet, and, you know, take all the time you want off. Now, what is this going to mean for the channel? Absolutely nothing. I actually looked, and the last time Wildcrafters and I did a Rocket League gameplay video together was we've only done 3 Rocket League gameplays in the last year. With the last Rocket League gameplay, I think it was the show match, right? That was the last one?
Pretty sure.
It was the show match, and that was 4 months ago, so it really will not have much of an impact on the channel. And besides, if anything, it'll be beneficial because you won't just see Rocket League, you'll get to see other games like Forza Horizon 4. There's a video on that coming out really soon as well. And now the other thing is for PlatsTalk, we've just simply made the decision to expand it to a variety of different games. So instead of just talking about Rocket League, we're also going to talk about other games that we're playing, like COD, like Forza, like Minecraft. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some revamps of the PlatsTalk logo as well coming in the coming days. We're not sure when the first podcast on this new model will be, but all podcasts from this time on will be on this new model for the foreseeable future. Wildcrafters, do you have anything else to say?
Nope. I don't.
Are you excited? I hope you're excited for this.
I'm very excited for the new updates.
If you are in my Discord, there's a link to that in the description for all the videos, or if you're in MTX, I might post it on there, so if you want to see what the logo is, you can see it. We'll basically just be adding some stuff to it, but yeah, I am really excited. That is going to have this little update video here, so that is going to have this video. And that's basically all you need to see from the update video. The rest of it's irrelevant. So, building off of this a little bit, I posted a video yesterday. I don't know how many of you saw it, or not yesterday. I posted a video 3 days ago. I've done a lot of uploading this week. But 3 days ago, I posted a video called The Internet and Rocket League. If you haven't already, I'd encourage you to watch that. That was a video that I had debated putting out for a very long time and only recently did. So I would encourage you to go watch that video. And in that video, I went on and announced that I am not going to be playing Rocket League Ranked anymore. That was pretty much the big thing that came out of that video, but I did talk about a lot of other stuff in there, so please go watch it if you haven't already. It sends a really good message and is one of the more important videos I feel I've made. Despite it not being a main, it's like an update style of video, I feel like it's a really important video nonetheless. So, I don't know. Have you guys seen that?
I have not seen it, no.
You didn't see it?
But you've been telling me a lot about it, though.
I told you about it. Because I tried. I know Caleb. You probably didn't see it, right?
No, I have not seen it.
Yeah. Well, it's a good video, and I mean, it's just if you haven't watched it, that'll explain a lot. But Rocket League's community was not going well for me, so I just decided I'm done with ranked, and then from there, that really reinforced this decision that we made with PlatsTalk to expand it to other games. So what we're going to be doing in the future is we're going to have, first of all, I gotta say, this new art, we're going to have a fan-made one, by the way, from Koagawa. There's going to be a fan-made PlatsTalk art. I told him we'd show it on the next stream. That's going to be coming in the coming days, so we're probably going to show that on the next podcast, so I'm really excited to see that. And then we will also have these podcasts on this new model where we'll still have 2 topics. Today is more of one longer topic, but we're going to have 2 topics every single PlatsTalk. And what we're going to do is they're going to be on different games now. So today we'll be starting with Call of Duty. Why don't you guys take it away? I don't know anything about COD. So enlighten me about the world of Call of Duty.
All right. I say we can probably start off with the meta of COD right now.
I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
So I think you should start by explaining just what a meta is for people.
I think most people know what meta are. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yes, but explain
It's good,
how
though.
the meta
So, yeah.
works specifically in COD.
So pretty much in COD with the meta, what happens is there's always this one specific gun that every single player will use to have the advantage on any other player.
Yeah, so whether that gun is most of the time an AR or an SMG. So most of the time when a new gun will come out, it will be insane or broken. It will be amazing. But then within a few weeks, it'll get nerfed and be terrible. And we saw that especially with the new update.
Yes. In the new update, which is Call of Duty Reloaded, if people know what that is, basically a bunch of guns got a huge nerf, making most of the guns bad, and the meta is now changing to specific, pretty much only one gun in particular.
Well,
so which gun?
It's
it's
the
not-
Krig 6, really.
yes. So, there's a specific thing they tried to achieve with this update. They tried to make the time to kill a lot longer, so the game's more balanced, especially if you're in a lobby with lower level players.
That makes sense.
So, there weren't really any specifically overpowered guns before, but even guns that were pretty solid, they nerfed those. And now it's kind of probably the cleanest meta we've ever seen. Like, there's a lot of different guns you can use.
Would you consider that to be a positive then?
Okay, so you can, but that was a fun thing about COD, is that every time a new gun came out, it was really good, and you'd always get that couple of weeks of like, oh, this is really good.
And now that's not the case anymore.
Yeah.
Is this
now,
kind of, or sorry to interrupt, but is this kind of like how Fortnite was when like new guns would come out, or like when they removed like when the
Yes.
like when the SMGs first came out, like when they relaunched them, for example? Because I remember that, and other stuff, like I remember like when the pump got, like when the or the legendary pump, when that was a thing. Is this kind of the same deal? Because I do remember that from when I played Fortnite. Hello?
We're still here.
Oh, I thought I
Wildcraft
DC'd.
is what they call it.
All right, yeah, continue.
Wildcrafters, if you want to say that one.
What was the question again?
It was if it's like similar to how like there was like the legendary pump in Fortnite, where it's everyone likes that gun for like a short amount of time and then it slowly kind of fades out.
Yes, it's kind of like that, except it's not really, it's not a like or hate, it's the gun itself is just good, and if you want to be able to keep up with the time to kill in the game, you need to use the meta weapons.
So the gun is basically just better.
The gun, yes, the gun itself
Yeah,
is just,
so-
it's just good.
Specific meta that I remember that most people hated was the DMR meta. Now, the gun was amazing and everybody used it. It like 4-shot, I think.
2-shot.
But 2-shot, okay. But the problem with that is that if you didn't get first shot off, you'd almost 100% lose the fight, since it was such a short time to kill. But they don't want to do that anymore. But just the point of that meta is that nobody liked the DMR, but everybody used it.
The
I see.
DMR, just for reference, is a single fire gun. So every time you click a button, it shoots one bullet. So let's say people have a really good trigger finger, as it's called. They can click that button very quickly. Then you die very quickly.
Yeah,
And
that makes
especially
sense.
on PC, you're not necessarily supposed to, but some people have auto clickers installed. And as you can see with a 2-shotgun, that you're firing maybe 10 rounds a second, that's not really gonna go down that well.
Aren't autoclickers bannable though?
Um,
Yes,
it's hard
they
to
are, but
scan for them
it's
though.
with COD, it's really hard to ban people
Okay.
because they don't have a firewall.
That would be like
Or
a
an
whole
anti-cheat.
nother. That'd
COD
be like
doesn't have an
a whole
anti-cheat?
nother conversation.
Nope.
No,
COD does not. You're telling me COD has no anti-cheat?
No,
they
Call
don't.
of Duty does never has they've been told many times to get an anti-cheat, but they have never actually gotten
That's
an
why the
anti-cheat.
hacker problem is always so
Well,
bad.
because
this could be
this is a little bit like. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
this
This be our
that
topic we'll talk
conversation we're talking
next.
about right now. We could talk about this for hours straight.
Okay.
We can talk. This will be our next topic.
Yeah.
is
Let's deal with
hackers.
the metas. Let's deal with the metas first,
Let's
and
finish
then
off metas.
we'll talk about. I'm just gonna rename this to just end Call of Duty meta and just Call of Duty. We'll just call it Call of Duty metas. Why the hell not? And then we can just talk about hackers for half the time if you guys want to.
We'll see where we end up.
Okay. Why don't we finish off metas? So where were you guys on metas?
Okay, so the Krig 6. Pretty solid AR. Nothing. It's probably the best AR in the game
For people
right
that
now.
don't know what the Krig 6 is, it's an assault rifle, so it shoots
Yes.
a set amount of rounds per second.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
It's like, if for those who have played Fortnite, it's like the Scar. Think of it as similar to the Scar.
Yes, it's similar to the Scar.
Except if you haven't played Warzone, you get to put your certain attachments on your gun. You get to pick your attachments. But so it's not the best AR we've ever seen. It's not even that the time to kill is amazing, but
it's
it's
the
probably
recoil
on the
that's good.
top. Yeah, the
It's the
recoil's
recoil.
amazing. So
For people
in
that don't know what
turn, it's a good
recoil
gun.
is,
Recoil, I know what
is-
I can explain recoil. This is something I might be able to do. When you shoot, it's when your gun pitches upwards after you shoot.
Or sideways.
Sure.
I did something! Let's go!
For a higher definition of recoil, whenever you shoot a gun, the gun's gonna shoot back into your arm, and since it does that, it's gonna pitch up.
Okay, so I was close.
You're close, but you gave the in-game definition, but the real-life definition is when you shoot a gun, it's gonna go right into your your shoulder, and
Yeah, because of the force of the bullet leaving.
Yep. Well, just the force of the nitrogen or the
Whatever
carbon
chemical it is.
dioxide.
Okay, I think we've got a little off topic.
Yeah, thank you, Caleb. Thank you very much.
So, they're saying that snipers now, since every single sniper is a one-shot headshot, unless you're shooting through glass, which in that case would be a 2-shot. But that's not the case. People are saying snipers will be probably one of the most overpowered weapons, as soon as they balance the TTK more. Because their TTK is, I don't necessarily know what the TTK is, but it's one bullet.
Yeah. Snipers were the old meta a little bit ago. They're still in some of the metas today, but it's not be able to hold up with a gun. Because a sniper, you can sit anywhere, depending on how good the ADS is, which is aim down sight. Depending on what it is, it could be really good.
And if we're talking about meta, specifically the two meta snipers right now would be, personally, I know a lot of people, me and Wildcrafters, we like the Swiss K31, and a lot of people do too, but it's normally either the Swiss or the Kar 98, which are both snipers.
Yes.
Okay, I see. So it's really on snipers now, it seems.
Yeah, because of just as a high caliber bullet they use,
Well, it
and they do a
seems
lot more
that
damage.
it's kind of like 50-50. Half the people are using snipers and SMGs, and then half the people are using assault rifles and SMG.
I see. So it's kind of like, I guess, how Fortnite was at a time. Like, I just...
Yes, it's exactly how Fortnite was, and it's probably why most people didn't like it was because of the meta.
I see. Because, like, when I think of meta, like, I usually think of, like, the Rocket League meta, how you had, like, the demo metas, the passing metas, the mechanics metas, the ball chasing meta of Diamond 2, the get annoyed at your teammates meta that or just Champ 1. I'm just going to call that Champ 1. Is it kind of similar to that, I guess? But just in a different context?
It's kind of similar to that, yes, but except there's no really way of countering the meta. With like the demo meta and Rocket League, all you have to do is jump over the person or just do something to move out of their way, and then they won't hit you.
Yeah.
In
that
Call of
makes
Duty,
sense.
unfortunately, there's no real way of countering the meta.
You can't stop a sniper shot. It's just not possible.
Yeah, you can't stop
I
stop
see.
a bullet from hitting you in the game. It's still gonna hit you. The only way you
mean,
really can counter it is just by sitting still with a riot shield in the corner.
Yeah, we don't condone. If you're listening,
We
do
don't
not do
condone.
that
No, do not do
because
that. People will not like you for doing that.
Is that like
Just
how there's
because
people with riot shields in like Black Ops when we play?
Uh-huh.
probably. Except
How they're just
except it's
very
not.
that's how they're very annoying.
Except it's
Except
not
you really except
multiplayer.
if they're a PC person doing it, they have a lot higher sensitivity, so they can just flick back and forth, so you can't really hit them anywhere.
Yeah,
Versus
with like a
people in
not
Black Ops
multiplayer
2
person,
anymore.
it'd be a bit
The
different.
people in Black Ops 2, they don't really turn. They just accept what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and by the way, this is all in the game. Just so you know what we're talking about. This is all in game.
Yes, it's all in game.
Yes, it's all in Modern Warfare Warzone specifically.
Yeah, I set the game to COD Warzone because I assumed that was what we were mostly talking about.
Mm-hmm. I think
Now,
that does it for metas, really.
is that it for metas? Okay.
Well,
So,
we can talk about SMGs if you want still, but
I guess there's SMGs. Yeah, I remember when SMGs were huge in Fortnite too. You guys got
Yes.
well, really, there are only two things to really talk about, and SMGs are the old SMG metas back with the old MP5, and then mostly the Mac 10.
Those guys,
Neither.
they have the highest the highest firepower in the game, or highest shooting rate in the game, which makes them put
Fire
more
rate.
bullets off.
I see.
Now neither of them are the best that they've ever been, but they are still very, very solid.
I see. All right, I'm changing the stream title to "The Future of PlatsTalk Again" and Call of Duty stuff. There we go. That's better.
Right?
All
I
right.
think that's it for metas now.
So that's all for metas. I can actually relate a little bit to hackers because I have some.
Are we gonna talk about COD not having anti-cheat, or are we gonna talk about COD and hackers?
That I think
Well-
those two topics go together pretty nicely.
Well, do
Okay.
you want to start off with the type of cheats that are in the Warzone?
Well,
We can start with all the
I have a
hacks that
story.
are
I have
available.
a story. Okay.
All right, let's hear
Okay.
the story.
So
Let's hear this story of Blazes.
a while ago, this might have been like 2018, like when I first got Black Ops 2, around that time. I used to, so this is Black Ops 2. Really, the latest COD that I have consistently played is Black Ops 2. I know, I don't play COD. I rarely do, but I remember I would join online games, and in COD Xbox, hacking is literally the easiest thing ever. There was a thing called Jiggy Mods where you would watch a clip and then it would install the mod, and then you had access to this mod menu. I actually did Jiggy. I had done Jiggy mods. I didn't use them in online matches. I used them only in like offline matches, and I used them on like a different account too. But using Jiggy mods was super easy, and because of that, anyone could hack. So I remember I went into a lobby, like I'd say probably 50% of lobbies at least that I joined in that time when I played COD Online were filled, or there was at least one hacker. And I remember one time when I was playing, I get teleported in the sky. I'm just standing there, and then I just see something. It didn't say aimbot, but it was basically aimbot on. And I was with Link. at the time, and they're like, shoot your gun, so I fired it, and the bullet just like literally just wiped out everyone on the map. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave this, or else I'm gonna get banned. So yes, this is Black Ops 2, and I doubt who makes Call of Duty. Is Activision, right?
Well,
Activision,
Activision,
Treyarch,
Raven,
and Soft,
Sledgehammer.
Okay.
It depends which COD. I'm pretty sure Treyarch made Black Ops 2.
Who made Black Ops 2?
Pretty sure it's Treyarch.
Okay, yeah, it was Treyarch. Like, I'm sure that Treyarch isn't going around and banning people for hacking in Black Ops 2 anymore, because how old is that game? Like,
Yeah, I doubt they will.
That's about, I think, since 2010.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2
It's
release
probably like
date.
2013, 14.
November 12th,
Okay.
2012.
Okay, so obviously that COD game's pretty old, and one defense for them there, if they really want to talk about it and get into that conversation, is the technology back then. Yes, there were hacks, but there wasn't anti-cheat.
Yeah.
The anti-cheat wasn't as powerful as now.
Definitely.
And now these people want to go in these Black Ops lobbies and
Just mess around.
play them, but then
What
they install
COD
these
games?
hacks,
What happened
and
in
these
COD
new
games
hacks,
is
and they're new hacks too. They're new hacks. They're new hacks, and they can use them in Black Ops. But there was no anti-cheat because that was so back in 2012. But the hacks aren't from 2012, and COD isn't gonna go back and install anti-cheat.
Yeah,
It's just not gonna happen.
it wouldn't. But with the modern COD games, yeah. Why don't you guys talk about those? Because I don't know much about the hacking situation.
With
in
the
those.
modern COD, yes, COD does not make anything to do with anti-cheat. Mostly because it's going to cost them money.
You really think so?
Okay, so let me get into this. So if you want to start with the cheats that are going on right now, and then we can talk about the camo glitch as well.
Hold on, I
although that's coming in
literally
patch.
just Googled. Oh wait, no, I Googled does COD have anti-cheat, and it said Call of Duty Warzone has banned more than 60,000 accounts in one day for cheating. Had it publisher Activision revealed it had its
Now,
own
here's the thing
internal
for you
anti-cheat.
to
But then I see the next article.
So yeah, there's some stuff we need to say before you read that. COD has their own anti-cheat, but it's not an anti-cheat. It's called wait, what is it?
Is it like when
It's
you
a
report
manual
people
review.
for like bad things in Rocket League? Is it kind of like that? It's like
It's manual review. They check it themselves, and if they don't think they're hacking, they're like, nah. And there's just on the topic, there's a ton of funny videos about being reported. Because you go report somebody with like 100 kills in a game, which is pretty impossible, and they'll be killing people across the map, and they won't get banned for weeks.
because it's manual review.
And from
Yes,
that one
but then-
article that you said where they banned 6,000 accounts, COD just
6,000,
released,
6,000.
like, people were saying online was, when they found the unlock tool came to Warzone, which unlocked every
Yes.
single thing in the game,
It unlocked
COD
every
immediately
camo,
jumped on
every
that
pack.
because they were losing
They
money
were
on
losing
it.
money.
So they immediately
Now-
jumped on that, and that's when they started banning people because of that. And I'm willing to bet
Yeah,
that's
but the
probably where all the
problem is-
6,000 comes from.
It's 60,000. I'm pretty sure using.
It was 60,000.
But it's not even that. It's that most games IP ban people, so the IP address is banned from ever playing that game ever again.
And COD doesn't do that.
COD
used
just
to do-
bans the
They used
account.
to. COD used to do
now they
that
just
back in the
ban
older
the
days.
So they
account.
banned the account, so someone can literally log in on an alt account super easily and keep hacking.
And that's the problem. Is
Yep.
that's exactly what people do.
Back in the old CODs, like back in like 07 and all that, then yes, COD used to do IP bans.
I see. Because I mean, I think
Because I
a
did
lot
get
of
banned
games.
one of the older CODs.
You got
Because, like
IP
what you
banned?
said happened in Black Ops 2, I got banned in one of those older games. Even though it's like 4 years after the game was already released, I still got banned in it because of a hacker.
You got banned because of a hacker.
Yep.
Can't you?
Some guy,
appeal
so
it?
exactly what happened to
Okay.
It's the same thing happened to you in Black Ops 2. How one guy just teleported you to the sky and said aimbot and all that, gave you aimbot. Same thing happened to me. Some guy gave me the unlock tool that made me max level, max prestige, max everything, and have everything max, and also had aimbot, and it was also
And the
able to fly.
problem is
And back then, I didn't know all that stuff was, because once again, you're a lot younger, you
Yeah.
don't know that.
I get what you mean.
So
Okay,
I didn't think of anything of it until I got banned, and to this day I'm still banned
on
on
which
it.
game?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4,
okay. So
or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. is
once
the actual
again,
name of
kind
it.
of not necessarily off topic, but so the problem is that I do agree with stopping the unlock tool and banning of that unlock tool in Warzone, is because yes, they were losing money, but it wasn't even that. They would go into Warzone lobbies and they'd give the whole lobby the unlock tool. So they'd be the way you'd know is they'd be level 1,001. That's impossible
That
to
doesn't
get to.
seem
'cause you
possible.
can
It
get
would max
until
out
you
at
have
1,000. Yeah, it maxed out at 1,000.
Yes.
Right?
So 1001 is unattainable, so that's how you know somebody would have it. So they get every pack in the game, they get every camo, they get Cold War camos on Modern Warfare guns, they get Modern Warfare camos on Cold War guns. And that's why they got mad. It's because they unlocked every single pack in the game, which you have to spend money on to
Yeah.
get. So this
And that's
company
how comics
didn't.
lose their money.
Yeah, so the company didn't want to lose money, so they fixed it right away. But then with aimbot, and there's a new hack going around, it's magnet bullets. So it's not necessarily aimbot, but you shoot at somebody and the bullets just go to them. No matter where you're shooting, they just go to them.
So it's close to aimbot.
It's
It's very
similar to
close
what
to
you
aim-
had in Black Ops, how you just shot and just killed someone. Except with magnet bullets, all you have to do, you don't have to like look at someone. You just click fire and the bullets just kill them.
Yeah,
So
I
if
just,
if someone really wanted to get a
think
bunch
about
of
it, it's
kills,
kind of like
they just sit
it's kind of
somewhere
like
and just hold down their shoot button.
it's kind of like missile homing when there's like missile homing rocket launchers. It's kind of like that, except with any gun you want, and you don't have to be looking at them.
Yeah.
So that's a new one that's going on, and it's really bad. I think we've ran into it multiple times.
This is actually a really good time from Dezel 100. I'm just gonna call you relevant because I know it's relevant. So from relevant, MTX staff member has entered. From relevant, this is mainly for you guys. What are your thoughts on the new cheat that is being developed for FPS games? The one that AI plays instead of you. Do you guys know of that?
I do not know of that.
I don't know of that. I think what he's trying to say is like how in Fortnite there's AIs added into Warzone lobbies or into like Battle
Is that
Royale
what
in
you're
Fortnite.
referring to, relevant? Or are you referring to where basically someone will hack the game so it's a bot that's playing for them? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, I think that's what.
I think that's what
meme.
relevant is referring to right now. That would make, I feel like that would make more sense. That I don't really have I don't think hacking's a good idea. Like it puts people at disadvantage. Now I understand if you're hacking in like I'll say this about hacking. This is just my opinion on it, and it's really for all games. In my mind, if you're hacking in an offline match or stuff like a private match where it's just like you and your friends, in my mind, that is fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's not hurting anybody. You're not
Well,
like
yeah, the
making
problem-
you're not affecting anyone.
The
Versus
problem-
if you're hacking
if
in an
you
actual
remember-
Warzone lobby,
If
then you're
you
affecting
remember to
people.
turn it off.
Okay, yes, but you could argue that is that inciting cheating though?
Because if you get it for offline, you might be more tempted to use it
Listen,
online.
listen. The hacks in these old games that were made while these old games were out, most of them are free. But nowadays, you pay for them.
Oh,
You
I
have to pay
see.
for hacks. Aimbot's like $30 a month. Or
$30
Magnifiers
a
are like
month? What?
It's a
Yeah, and
lot.
people will buy
It's
that,
a lot.
and people
So
will buy
people
that.
buy them. And that's the problem, is that people really go to the lowest point and go to that and will buy these hacks for $30 a month just to prey on other people. And that's honestly kind of sad when you think about it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's actually $30, but so are you inciting people to, if you're saying that it's okay to hack in offline matches and private games, I don't think people are just gonna buy it. Now, people might start off with that,
Yeah.
but
Also, another reason I want
eventually
to
when
about
they're paying this
hackers.
money, once
Yeah.
they're paying this money, they're not gonna want to just use it in
I
private games
didn't
and
know that
offline
it was
matches.
money. If it's money, don't get it because it to me seems like a huge scam if you're gonna get it. It's with stuff like Jiggy mods for Black Ops 2, that was free. Like that, there wasn't really. Or you know what? Sorry, I'm getting hacking and modding mixed up right now. I'm getting hacking and modding. I feel like
Okay.
hacking and modding are similar. They can be different. Like for example, Bacchus mod for Rocket League. First of all, that doesn't even work in online matches, and second of all, that's a lot different. Yes.
Okay, so I just searched this up, and just for context, this website was doing an some research about how much hacking costs, not because they wanted to, just so they could enlighten their readers. And it says around $6 for a 3-day pass, $24 for a 30-day pass, and $48 for a 90-day pass, and that's all United States dollars. That's all US.
Okay. Now, just I don't really say like where I'm from, so it's just a heads up. But yeah, U.S. dollars. Yeah, that's not worth it. You're gonna get banned anyways. Why? You're gonna get banned if you use the hack. More than likely, someone will report you, and you'll eventually get caught. Why would
Most
you...
reason why people hack is because they think it's fun to try and get like a 50 kill win. In their mind, that's good. For players like me and Nova, who are in the higher percentage of players, our average game is around about 20 kill game
Yeah.
each.
Uh-huh.
So for us, that's a usual game. We actually can pull those off without hacking. Some
Now,
players
if-
need the extra help.
Yeah, that
to
makes
get those
sense.
kills.
Now, if you are in Canada, that's around $60.
What about
about
like what about
UK?
UK? So it's
What
what?
about UK?
So how it was? What was it?
Okay,
US.
so US was 48.
So US was
Canada-
48.
This is all for a
So-
90-day period.
I'm just gonna go USD to pounds. So it's 48 for the 90-day period. So that's 34.91 pounds. I guess that's
And
most
40 and fifth it's 41 euros.
41 euros. Okay.
So I'm assuming that's like a coin or something like that. So I know there's like
Euros
pounds
is
and
the
euro.
currency in Europe, one of the major European
What about
currencies.
pounds?
Pounds
I
is
know pounds.
I
Britain
don't know.
only.
I don't know. Yeah.
Isn't MTX? I guess they have MTX from the UK. Why don't we just ask one of them?
You can do that. I know pounds is from the UK.
I know pounds is from the UK as well, but what I know
Okay, a
euros
little
also
off
are a thing.
topic here.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Um,
PlatsTalk. We got off topic
It's
very easily.
65.17 Australian dollars. So that covers a lot of areas, I think. Obviously not all areas, but that covers.
Most of the
No,
main
if you
parts.
really want to, you can search it up.
Yeah,
You can
it
search
just
it
put
up.
in 48 US dollars and put it in a converter to where you're from. So I'll pick a random
Yes.
country.
New
Um,
Zealand.
uh,
What is it in New Zealand?
5,306 Japanese yen.
Yen.
That's just
Yen.
the name of the currency. Japanese yen. That's what it's called.
Yen.
Okay, Mitchell. Wow. So once again, so are you, that'd be inciting cheating.
I get what you mean. Yeah, I think if it's money, don't buy it. I mean, I think I kind of agree with Relevant in a certain sense. If it's a local server thing, I think it's fine. Like Bacchus, where you only get affected by it. But I think that Bacchus, I would not consider to be as much of a hack more than it is a mod. I think Bacchus.
I do agree with Blaze. If it's in a private lobby on your own or like with friends, they know you're actually hacking.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
they
see a
know you're
problem with it
hacking.
because they know. As soon as you go into an online like game, then it's just get better.
Yeah, don't
not that
hack in
hard.
online matches.
Just get
That's
better.
stupid.
Listen, you're gonna ruin people's days. You're gonna ruin people's games. You're gonna ruin people's just fun.
I've known
what?
games where we're almost like when we're playing in tournaments, for example, where we're trying to play for money.
Yeah.
We get into games where we get so much kills. This actually happened to us once. We got like almost 30 kills, and all we needed to do was just get the placement point, which is in top 10 players left.
And you got killed by
Now-
a hacker.
Yes.
We got killed by a hacker, and then that ruined the whole tournament. for us.
Specifically today that happened.
Oh my god! And you guys are behind, right?
Yes, we're currently behind.
Oh, that's.
Oh, we're very close. So we're at like
We're
5
close.
points
We
off.
we still need to get like another 15 points.
That's terrible. That.
So the thing is our squad, and it was our squad versus another squad. Wildcrafters was dead. We were in a building, and this last zone was basically no cover, but the other team had high ground on us.
And hacks.
And hacks.
I like
So-
the addition of and hacks.
So I was knocked in said building, and Nova came to res
Nova's
me.
their third, by the way.
Yes, Nova's their third. And he was getting wallbanged by these hackers.
Which is shooting through walls, people that don't know what
Yeah,
that is.
shooting through walls. He was getting shot through walls trying to res me. Now, he did get the res off, and then he got wallbanged, killed. And then I basically stood no chance against the hacker. And last zone, there's not much you can do.
Yeah, especially if they
But
have
that
high.
ruined... That
But the other
ruined
thing is
points for
that
us.
makes most players mad is players like for me and Nova and Caleb here, when we're playing in tournaments, we're playing in like higher lobbies where you need like a certain amount of KD, which is kill death, to keep up with the players. So like our KD lobby is usually around a 1.3, which is pretty high. So the hackers, all they need to do is play one game, they get 60 kills, and then they're now in our lobby. Where then they can start messing around. Professional professional players can now start getting affected by it because that's their lobby.
Yeah.
But hackers can just walk in there. But once again, usually people that hack aren't as good as these players. So most of the players in the higher lobby do actually have a chance of killing hackers.
Yeah,
we've killed plenty of hackers because just they're not up to our skill.
I want to quickly, sorry to interrupt, but there's one thing that I want to find. I found a really good, it was in the video that I just posted. There was a really good thing about, where is it? Where I talked about the internet. It was about people on the internet that I was talking about. But there was a really good part of the video that I'm trying to find where I had talked about, okay, here we go. It's this part right here. I talked about how there could be, I'm just going to play the audio clip, okay?
All right.
I had talked about, it's this here. If you want to hop on the stream, you can hear it, by the way, if you want to hop on it real quick. Oh, I had to send it. Okay. I had to send it to you in Discord, Caleb. I never did that.
I'm on it.
Oh, you're on it. Okay. It was this clip here. I'm not going to play the video because the video doesn't really matter, but it was, I was talking about people on the internet. And I want to play this clip here because I feel like some of this pertains to hackers, so I'm going to play that right now. Rather just play those games with him. Okay, here we go. But moving back to the other topic, the people on the internet that you are talking to are real people. And the things that you do and say, while you might think it doesn't affect them, it does. You have no idea of what is going on in the background. And while your comment might not trigger something, it could certainly do that, but also amplify something else that is already going on. I'm not saying that I have things going on. Okay. That was that entire clip. Actually, I did the background because I don't. Everything is pretty fine for me right now. But you do not know who you're talking to online. You do not know what else they are going through, and your comments online could greatly affect somebody.
Because it might
and it's I didn't finish the clip. Hold on a minute. Important to remember that the people that you're talking to on the internet, there are real people behind that username. Okay, that's the entire clip. So what I want to talk about with hackers. You don't know what else that person is going through because they could get upset after the hacking, and I don't want to go into too much detail.
One thing?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the hackers specifically, or the people that are getting hacked on?
The people. I'm talking about the people that are getting hacked on. With them, if you're hacking, you don't know. It's kind of like being toxic in Rocket League. It's similar in a certain sense. It's more annoying. Don't get me wrong, these hackers, but it's kind of similar to the toxicity that I experienced. When you're hacking and you're killing people in the game who are being hacked on, I guess. Is that the way to refer to it?
Yeah,
I guess.
Those people that are the ones who are being killed because of the hacks in the game, you don't know what else they're going through. You don't know if there's anything going on in the background. This could amplify something in their personal life or cause something. That is one of the big reasons in my mind. And it ties in with that update video super well. That hacking in online matches is not good.
Something to add on to that, is that people could be playing this game to kind of escape the real world.
Yes, exactly.
And if they're going through something, and if you're going to go on and get hacked on blatantly, I'm not saying hack and hide it. That's not what I'm saying. But if you can go in there and blatantly hack and wallbang them, shoot them through walls, if you're going to kill them from across the map, it doesn't lead to a good time.
Exactly. I mean, I guess you guys are more so victims of in-game hacking more so than I am because I've played a lot of racing games, and while it's definitely possible to hack in racing games, I think it's more difficult to compared to shooters. But
just put this in perspective for some people that play Rocket League, for example.
Yeah.
Imagine that you're about to get your rank up into like a brand new rank. You're about I got a good way to imagine it. Go into diamond, and you're diamond trying to go to champ or champ trying to go to GC. Just imagine someone comes into your one game you're away from it. just comes in, and then they have a hack where they just automatically just get every single goal.
Here,
And like
I
it's
got
like
a good
Sunless
way to
Khan's
imagine
video.
it for all of you. For the Rocket League players, I'm pulling up my game right now. We're gonna find a good way to
It's
imagine
like a
it.
Sunless Khan like anti-goalie cheat. Like,
What do you think
Yeah,
I'm pulling up right now?
The sad
The
thing
anti-goalie.
about this though, is that at least our three.
By the
squad-
way, we have actually we can't pull that up. We have to wrap up podcast really soon. Can you guys finish this topic really quickly?
Yeah.
all right,
Okay.
topic's finished.
Okay.
Okay. No,
I'm gonna mute the
quickly.
mics real quick. Hold on.
Second.
Okay. We have to wrap it up really soon. Okay, everyone. So we're gonna be going down in a few minutes.
So the sad thing is though, is that we've been hacked on so much. It's not even like, it's not even that we get sad anymore or mad that we lost a good game. It's just like, oh, there's a cheater again.
Yeah. Is that it?
It's just disappointing.
All right. I think that's gonna wrap up. I'm sorry we have to cut this one short here, but that's gonna wrap up this podcast here.